friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kylie. Sophie is over here and Odin is on the floor. And today we are going to talk about a bunch of different companies that are coming out with Disney Princess collections this week, and it's only Wednesday. So I'm going to show you guys all the things, and then we can kind of also discuss what we think about them and give them a review. I am really excited to show you guys some of these and see what you guys think about them, especially when it comes to quality and price points and things like that. But first, we need to decide what Disney princess that we want to go with today. I'm thinking we're going to go with Aurora because why not? And of course, we're going to put on her, let's see, which one is this? The Diamond Shimmer Mist by Bath & Body Works. They made this so pretty. Plus, I feel like we could always use a little more shimmer. I really do love this scent, and it smells like a very soft rose, and it's grown on me because originally I did not like it as much as I do now, but yeah. I'm also putting on some hand sanitizer because also from Aurora's collection. Felt like I needed some. That one smells more alcohol-y. And then I've got my ears for Aurora right here. And I think we'll go with the pink side because why not? However, my only problem is I don't have Aurora as a lip gloss, but I do have Ariel from ColourPop. And I think we'll go with some of that. Should we add a little pink? This looks too light for me. We'll go with a little bit of pink from Belle. She can help us out. Perfect. Okay. Let's get into the video. So, I also have my Alani in case I need it. Pink Slush. I feel like that is so unoriginal, but I genuinely like it, and so does my husband. So, got that. Got some water. This feels very Aurora-esque. All right, let's get into this. So I'm starting us off with Stony Clover Lane. A lot of people love Stony Clover. I don't own anything from them personally, but some of these new patterns that they are getting ready to come out with for this new launch, I'm in love with them. So maybe one day I will own a piece from them. But on a budget, sometimes their pieces are not budget friendly. So this is kind of some of the stuff that they have. They have purses that are, super cute. This is I'm just showing you their Disney collection. But they have these cute tote bags and these cute zippered little pouches, things like that. They have these hair clips, $58 for a set of 3. They've got their mini backpacks and packing cubes. They also have their princess collection, and then they also have a Mickey and Minnie collection, and just a bunch of super cute different items that you can get from them. One of the other big things that they're known for as well is their patches, and you can buy the patches separately, or you can also purchase them and have them put them on the bag that you are purchasing as well, which is really cool. They also do embroidery, so backpacks, if you want your name embroidered on it, you can do that. Or again, you can go with the patches and they will put the patches on there for you. They're super cute. So this was probably one of the more original princess collections that I have seen when it comes to all of the princesses being on them, or at least some of the more classic ones. And they came out with this pouchette and this little micro duffel, and then this set of Disney charms. They've done several of these, and this is the first time that I have seen them still in stock since they just launched these not too long ago. So that is who they are. This is kind of how much that they run. A lot of people have a lot to say about them. I think they originally started, or at least I started hearing about them more when they started coming out with the cute pouches and like makeup bags that you could do really cute patches on. And that's when I started hearing about them. And then I found out how much they cost. And then I found dupes for them on Amazon for not even a quarter of the price. So, totally up to you guys how you choose to spend your money, but I know that it can be a lot for some people, especially even something as small as this mini pouch, and it costs you close to $100. So that kind of hurts. But again, I am in love with the collection. So this is what they just started to come out with. And it is getting released this Friday. I love their Instagram in general. It's always so pretty. But the first thing that they dropped was Aurora, and of course, it is stunning. And I am, of course, an Aurora girly. So this one I absolutely love. I am a huge fan of the fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. And the cool thing that they did with this pattern as well, with these prints, is they, of course, did the princess. They did some of the other, for lack of a better word, sidekicks or animal friends, whatever that looks like. And then they did one thing that is unique to that princess, and then the princess castle that goes with that princess. And they also did their signatures on here as well. So sometimes you can see them and sometimes you can't. And I don't see it on this current bag, but it is a part of this print, and I think that they look gorgeous, especially this one. I love the pinks, and I love the more mutedness of them. I'm not a huge fan of like the neon color type thing. Like this is actually my ears are actually very bright for me to wear, especially like the blue on the other side. But I still loved them, especially because they're pink, and I really want to bedazzle um, this right here, this pattern. So anyway, but they did do a really pretty job with them, and they're more muted, which I love. So this was the first thing that came out. This is in their, I believe, the Pouchette 02. So it's not a big purse. It's smaller. And then they also did this small, I'm assuming it's one of the more micro pouches as well. But again, so cute. And then we found out that they were also going to put them on like a fanny pack or a belt bag, whatever you want to call them. And I feel like these ones are really cool because they do make them so adjustable that you can wear them crossbody. And I think that's what people have been loving about it. So this dream does not come already on it. This is something that you can get put on it if you wish. Otherwise, it's just the print itself. But again, I love this belt bag, and everyone was even more excited because they found out that it's in the jumbo size. And of course, to me, if I'm going to a Disney park, then I want to have as much space as possible, but still have my hands free. And this is a great option to have, especially if it's going to be in a really big size. I've seen some people who have done videos of some belt bags that can hold like a full gallon of milk. And like, I mean, if you take the whole jug and insert it into the belt bag, it will hold the whole jug. So Some of these are really big. I don't know if theirs is as big as that one that I've seen, but then they started releasing the other princesses as well. And of course, again, they are so cute. So you've got Tiana with Tiana's Place, and they did her lily pad, and they went with as her sidekick the alligator, and I love it so much. So anyway, they did a great job with this. Love this green. This is a green that I would actually like wear. So I think that that is super cute. And then we got a little sneak peek of Belle. And this was again in this size pouch, so that's how big it is. And it does come, I believe, with a little strap, so if you want to wear it as a purse, you can and not hold it and still have your hands free. That looks like this. But this one was super cute too. They did Chip, they did the Rose, and her signature is somewhere on here again. They just, yeah, I love this muted kind of buttery yellow. Love how that turned out, and the way that they do the princesses as well is always so gorgeous. Here is her also as a belt bag and as a little pouch over here. Again, gorgeous. And then they decided to release this rainbow bag strap, and it is really cute too. Let's see, each little heart, duh, not a star. Each heart is for a different princess. So either etched on it or printed on it is a different princess. So this one I believe was Cinderella, and then it goes, Ariel, and then Tiana, and then Belle, and then Snow White. Believe that this one is Aurora, and then, so on and so forth, Rapunzel. So that's what you end up with here. And this is an add on. So this doesn't just come with this. I believe it is just you paying for the strap itself. So, I mean, again, super cute. I'm curious to know the price point on what that will be. Again, this is launching Friday at 10 a.m. Online, and then they are doing it in a few select stores as well. Sorry, I'm moving my camera all around. Also, I'm sorry again about the lighting. It looks like it's gonna rain again here, and I had some lights on and it didn't look right. Anyway, I went with the natural light. This is what we got. And I'm working on trying to figure out how to use different cameras and setting them all up to sync together, but I don't have a ton of storage space at the moment or the ability to expand my storage space at the moment. So, yeah, we're working with what we got, but it'll be fine. Okay, back to Stone Clover's release. So, this one is Ariel's, and again, you're getting everything. All of these princesses, to my understanding, are only coming in, at least that we've been shown, are only coming in this small zippered pouch up here, this pouch at O2 size little mini micro purse, and then the jumbo size belt bag. It is officially the jumbo size. We did get that information uh, confirmed by the company themselves. This was just them talking about how cute it is to combine the different patterns. And then, of course, they did a Rapunzel, and this one is very cute. I mean, it's stunning. You've got her tower with the little lanterns and um, Pascal, and she's got a little floating lantern up here. Love the purples that they did. And here is a good view of like the Rapunzel signature. It's in whites, so they're not overwhelming, but it's super cute to have on like a bag. Here's another good view of that as well. I just think they are so cute. Sorry, I was trying to see what was on this little zipper here. It looks like it's the Disney princess crown emblem. Um, yeah, so these ones are super cute. And I love this pattern as well. I mean, I don't even know how you would pick like which one is your absolute favorite. They are all so cute. And then we got released today the what do you call it? The picture of Snow White, and they went a different direction this time. And I actually really kind of like what they decided to do with this. So they did soft neutrals and a red interior. And I think that this was a great idea just because I know I personally am not a huge fan of tons and tons of reds, and I don't wear the bright colors. So this was a fun way to flip that a little bit. So the background is a very neutral color, and then they only did colors on the apple, Snow White, the bluebird, and the little deer over here, which I think that's perfect. And then making the interior line different color, I think that's perfect. And it will, I think, be more useful for people to wear with multiple different um, like outfits and things like that, especially someone who doesn't live near Disney at all. This is something that I could actually wear with like just a cute shirt and it just be a fun accessory. And then we also got to see what that would look like on the pouch at, and it looks, I mean, again, it's so cute. And then they just launched, no, they just released this super cute picture as well. I'm trying to like zoom it in as much as possible for you. But this is the first we've seen of Cinderella. I can't see what it says and it's killing me, but it looks so cute. This is obviously Cinderella. It looks like this is the little girl mouse, and it looks like maybe we've got another bird here in her pattern. Looks like we got this glass slipper. And that's all I can see at the moment. Um, but they were just also showing the different patterns all together. And they definitely did a really good job with it. This one is the hardest to see. But again, you can get these embroidered, and I think you can get patches put on these as well. So yeah. These, I'm curious to know what the price point will be. The last Disney Princess launch that they did when they did the jumbo size was $158. So, and then it went up from there. And then the pouchettes that you saw are around there too, I want to say. And then, of course, the small mini pouch that's over here, the zippered pouch, that one was 78 the last round that they did as well. So I'm curious to see if these are going to be more expensive or not. But again, I've never owned Stony Clover, so I'm curious to know what you guys think of their new launch that's coming this Friday at 10 a.m. and what you think of the quality of their stuff and the price points as well. I do think that it's all super cute, and this would be the only like sets that I would be interested in. I know that Disney also sells their stuff online and in their parks. So again, something I'm curious to know. But I'm excited to see what happens when these come out. I think that they also are going to release Jasmine as well. So that should be coming out either later today or tomorrow with a picture view of what that would look like. Okay, next launch that happened for this week. So, the one of the big things that I feel like everyone loved was this dress by Her Universe, and it's a workout dress. It's got shorts underneath, and I was hoping to be able to get it, and it is completely sold out, and I'm so bummed. But one of the reasons that everyone seemed to really like this dress in particular was the pattern was super cute. It's got all the Disney princesses represented on it. You've got the slipper, you've got the shells, and you've got the lily pads for Tiana. And they had really thick straps, which I thought were cute. Here's your genie lamp. It looks very, very cute. And when I saw it on someone, it also looked, I think, adorable. Um, so the only thing that I was not sure about was this extra layer, but it did add some cute little volume for people when they were like walking around the parks and stuff. So I was like, you know what? That could be cute. So I was genuinely going to order it, and it just sold out today. So that's only a bummer. But what I also loved about it were the colors as well. So keep that in mind as we go to see the new launch from Her Universe. This is just launched because this weekend is the Disney Princess races down in Florida. And so a lot of people are stocking up on all of these workout clothes, which I'm sure is why that other one sold out. But the overall rating of that other one that I thought was super cute was only a 3.3. So keep that in mind as we go and start looking at some of these other athletic dresses that were just released. And I am, well, I'll explain. Okay, so here's Belle. And for me personally, if I am working out or walking around a lot and it's hot, I do not want extra stuff on my arms. I think that this would drive me bananas. Um, so it does look like Belle, but this would annoy me. Um, I'm also trying to figure out if this is fabric or if this is a pin. So I need to look that up. But they do have shorts underneath. They are super cute for running. I don't like this extra fabric. Again, I don't like that this like just flounces up. It would annoy me again. But the concept is there. So this one doesn't have any reviews on it. I do also really like that they put their signatures on the actual dress itself. But it's just very interesting. Let me read the details on this because I was trying to remember if the nice thing is that the shoulder straps are adjustable. And then as well, the shorts, if I remember correctly, are also able to be somewhat detachable, which is great for going to the bathroom and stuff. I feel like everything should have been made like that originally. I don't understand why, because if you're going to the bathroom and you're wearing like a romper, you have to take the whole thing off. It just drives me crazy. Anyway, I can't figure out what this says. Ba, ba, ba. A satin rose applique. Okay, so this one is not plastic. Um, so the only other negative that I see for this one would be that this flower is not going to stay looking like that forever. So keep that in mind as you order, especially as it ships, because I have a feeling that it's going to probably slouch over like this one, especially as you run. I wish that it just looked like this one. So I really just think this looks kind of silly. But what do I know? Okay, so they came out with several other princesses in these dresses. And the next one was Tinkerbell. And Tinkerbell, I thought definitely looked better. I do like the tulle that is over top of the actual skirt itself. And then the shorts are underneath as well. Um, the only things that I don't like about this one are this right here. If you know anything about um, how things ship, these won't stay looking super cute like they do on her. They will either stick straight up or they will get all messed up. And I think this is gonna just drive people crazy again. I wish that it was just not there. The same on this Snow White one, you're gonna get the same problems. But they also decided to do, and I don't fully understand this. This is a super cute pattern on the actual tool. But they did these really annoying appliques bows on here. You can see it better on like the Snow White one. But these are so tiny that they are going to come off at some point, or if they don't come off, they are going to never stay like that as like a bow. They will end up like creasing somehow, and then they'll just stick out, and they're so tiny anyways. Just take it off. It would drive me crazy. But I do love the little pixie dust kind of look around the neckline, and then they also did Tinkerbell up here as well. And I think that that looks super cute. I think that they did that well. But overall, I'm not impressed with the fabrics. I think that her universe puts out some gorgeous stuff. And so it's so weird to me that these ones did not seem to be made as well, in my humble opinion. Um, the reason that I say that is because of this dress right here. So you can probably already tell what I don't like about it. You've got those random sleeves again here. And then you also have this ginormous shell. Don't like that. And then they also have that weird thing around the skirt that would also drive me bananas. So I was curious to know if this is like a plastic or whatever. Um, and I couldn't figure that part out. So I went to the reviews, and out of 8 reviews, it only has 3.4 stars. That's a rating. But um, most of them are not great reviews. So, like, this one's says it's pretty good. And then as you scroll down, disappointed but had potential. Oh, I was shocked that it was poorly made. You'd think for the pricing it would have more effort, which again, this is almost $70, and well, after tax it's definitely $70, well over. But $70 is not cheap for a dress. And when you're planning on wearing this, especially to a park, and you want to use this as your workout dress for one of the Disney races this year, I want to know that my dress isn't just going to fall apart when I run. So this was kind of a little bit crazy to me, that people don't feel like it's good quality, especially for the price. More than 5 different locations that the stitching wasn't secured, so it would have come undone after a wash or two. Much movement. The outfit was too big. The shorts were too big, which is interesting because in some other reviews, people will say that it was too small. So I don't know what's going on. Um, the length was at an awkward position, so it made me look wider and weird. Straps are removable, but I don't understand why, because for a run, you'd want them secured as much as possible. As I tried putting on the dress, came undone many times, and I got frustrated trying it on. Runs very big. Yeah. Especially the stitching, too. Again, you don't want You don't want to have this happening, especially when you are on a run, because that would be awkward. And this looks very cheap to me, but maybe that's just me. Here's a view of how the detached shorts kind of work as well. Anyway, so that was that. Runs super big. Went to the website, should fit. Large looked like it was plus size and baggy, so it may not even be shipping the right ones. I don't know. It sounds like there's some issues with this launch, and I think that they were in a rush to get it out in time for um, the races this weekend. So I feel like some of these issues could have been helped, and nobody took the time to actually fix them. So that's fun. Super cute, fit tighter than expected. Again, this is where I'm like, what? The shell pin is glued on. This was another thing that I was seeing. So that shell that I was telling you about that looked like a piece of plastic that I was curious about. Um, it's a pin that's glued on the front onto a pin backing, and because someone's pin broke, it completely damaged the dress. But they're saying that they would recommend the product. Love the concept, but uncomfortable, run small. Most of the other Disney clothes I've purchased run really big. This does not. It was a challenge to put on. It also has the removable bra pads, which I hate. It's sold out, so I can't exchange it for a bigger size, which is disappointing. And this is something that I did start to see as well as an issue for some of the other dresses as well. People who cannot um, fit into the sizes that they bought can't follow through with the ability to return their dresses and get a different size because there are no more. So they are selling out quickly. It looks like everything's on sale online, but maybe not for a quick return. And I did see that people were saying that it was a very slow process to make a return for that. So, anyway, that's also just another interesting tidbit. Snow White. We kind of already hashed her out. She does not have any reviews, so. But again, I think that you could do without the random bow and the little floof things on the side. I don't know what you even call those. The only one that I would genuinely consider ordering, I think, would be this Cinderella one. And she's a 4.1, which is better than the other ones, I would argue. And interesting, she has the least amount of things on the dress. I would still want to see if I could cut off this applique. It looks silly, but what do I know? I love the pattern that they did on the tulle. I think that looks super cute on that skirt. I love the color. I love what they did around the neckline. I think that looks so cute as well. And it just overall looks like my favorite. You can see that it does look like these straps do come off. Um, but only on the back. So you're kind of like, why didn't you just make it work all the way? I'm sure that it was to make it easier to put it on and off or whatever. Um, but this probably wasn't necessary, especially if you have detachable shorts. So, but I don't know if they're detachable in all of them or not. Let's read some of the reviews on this one. This one has 10 reviews and only one star review, one 2-star review, and one 3-star review, and then 7 5-star reviews. So that's interesting. They're not saying that this one runs as large as the other one. This looks super cute on this person. Oh, that looks super cute on her too. Okay. I do like where this length seems to hit as well. Uh, and being in between sizes. See, I feel like that would be really hard as well. Okay, in love with it. Restocked. One left in my size. True to size. Dress is heavy. Love the easy access. Okay, so these ones do have those removable shorts as well. Great features. Love this dress. This one definitely seems to be one that people are liking the most. I like the wide straps here as well. I think that they look much better. Typically 2X, but I sized down via the chart. Glad I did. The straps do occasionally slip out on the back, but the clamps are metal, so I just push them together more and haven't had a problem since. Recommend the dress. Hope they restock. Gorgeous. Okay, disappointed. Loved it. One of the straps was twisted around and backward, so I sent it back, hoping to get an exchange because their return process is so slow. It's now sold out, so I won't be getting another. Wrong item was sent and missed out. Oh no! So clearly they're also having some issues when it comes to making sure that they're sending the correct items. So if you are interested in ordering anything from this particular launch, make sure that you're getting the right one before you take tags off and whatnot too. So that was another launch for this week. Moving right along into the next one. I love the Cake Bake Shop. I am dying to visit there. They are located on the boardwalk in Disney Springs, and it is probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing Instagrams uh like that I have ever seen. I absolutely love it. It's very girly, very cute, very sparkly, glittery, all of the things. I feel like they're always trending because they have what some would say very expensive pieces of cake. $22 for like one piece of cake. And if you are ordering a whole cake, depending on what it is, it's going to run you probably when I looked it up, close to 150 starting, which for a really good bakery and a really good cake, I am willing to pay top dollar for if it's really good. I can't speak to how delicious it is because I've never tried them, but I do think that their shop is so dreamy. Um, it looks like they also just released some new like alcoholic beverages, and again, they always have like some of the cutest things. Like, is the swan not the cutest stuffy? They have a lot of different cute merch items and things that you can. Here's their little butterfly. Um, like cute things that you can pick up as like a souvenir as well if you're already in there visiting Orlando. This one is specifically located in Indiana as well. So, just in case you wanted that. But they did another collab with Her Universe, and this is the Cake Bake Shop's cardigan, and this is dreamy. Let me tell you. Goes through size 3X, so it's pretty size inclusive. And it's got this gorgeous embroidery on it. The roses. I love these rose buttons. It's got little sparkly bedazzling all on that as well. Again, it looks so cute. And then it looks like it comes down nicely. Look at the super cute scalloped sleeves and scalloped edging over here. And I also love that they put the Cake Bake Shop's logo. Whew, on there as well. That's also what their shop sign looks like right outside on their building. And this is the back. Again, full of glittery pixie dreams. I absolutely love this. So I'd love to be able to get it at some point. Love the little scalloped edging down there. And yeah, they definitely knocked this one out of the park, which is why I'm so surprised that those other dresses didn't perform as well, because I genuinely do love her universe stuff. I feel like it's usually amazing quality. So, yeah, I was kind of bummed about that. But this made up for it. This was just released. $64.99. I think it's adorable. I love the coloring, everything. Okay, so that one was kind of a quick one. And then the last thing that I saw coming this week, because of the Disney races happening this weekend, the Brooks Running Company and Run Disney have collaborated again. They have collaborated in the past as well, by making more super cute tennis shoes. And the Rapunzel one is my favorite. And also the little Run Disney logo. Look at Mickey go. But I mean, Pascal, and this looks super cute on the back with the made to look like a lantern, and then the shoelaces look like Rapunzel's hair, and then they even added some of these super cute charms to the laces as well. I mean, it's just so cute. This is Moana's. You've got Belle, and then Mickey is up here. They also have a Chippendale one out as well. Looks similar to this one, I think. No, this one, but it's in brown. Um, Rapunzel is still my favorite. I am not as big of a fan of Belle's, but they still did do a really pretty job with these as well, and with the little charm here and the roses and her little silhouette, since a lot of the other places have been doing silhouettes, like Bath and Body Works has been using that as their um, packaging and stuff like that for Belle, as their sprays and their body care and candles too. So that is it as far as I know for what is coming out this week, Disney princess style. These shoes are not yet available online. There are some available, but these particular designs have not been released yet. It looks like they will be coming after the marathon. No, it looks like they will be coming available after this weekend's races, because I think that they took some down for people to purchase while down there for running, which why would you want to break in new running shoes while you're running? Ugh. Anyway, so these should be coming available for purchase within the next week or so, but we just got to view how cute they are this week. And here are the health expos as well. Oh, anyway, what do you guys think of these launches? I think that they're all super cute, and I genuinely can't even decide like which one is my favorite. I think that they all have their own unique like flavors to them. And they've all put their own unique twists on each princess while still keeping the Disney princess aspect, intact. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Which release is also your favorite that's coming? And I will see you guys in the next video. We have got to start working on like the wall behind me. It is getting so boring. But we got to start working on that. But thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!